What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salutes everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about rapper Doodie Lowe. Apparently, he won an $11 million lawsuit against his ex, who accused him of harming her son. Now, this has been a saga that's been going on, over the last, year or so. This woman, FTN Bae, out of nowhere, started accusing this guy of harming her child. And she continues to double and triple down on it, to the point to where Doodie had to go to court and prove his innocence in court. Well, I don't know about prove his innocence, but he basically was able to win a lawsuit against her, which shows that the courts feel like she's lying as well. Now, this hasn't stopped her from doubling and tripling down. Apparently, she is still speaking out as if she was the one who was done wrong. I want y'all to understand something about your Western woman. You see, Western women of today are never wrong. Western women will continue to double and triple down and quadruple down because they have to. Because a lot of these women are liars. A lot of these women are highly manipulative, and they have been told their whole life that they are women. So therefore, you should listen to them. You should believe them no matter what. And this is why I say, don't believe all women, because these heifers be lying. The fact that the court sided with him and awarded him the judgment in the lawsuit lets me know they feel like she is lying. This dude's career has been derailed. Life has been derailed. I believe he even has children that could affect his status with his kids. All because you were bitter that, he broke up with you. Is that what it is? You see, these women have no morals whatsoever these days. They will do and say whatever to get some attention and to feel like they are right. And instead of her admitting that she is wrong, she is continuing to push this narrative. And the thing is this, if something did happen to her son, it could have been with one of her other partners, because, you have women like this who bring all types of men around their children, who end up harming their children, to the point to where she don't even know who did what to her kids. That's the type of woman Ftm Bay is. Ftm Bay is the type of woman to bring different types of men around her children, because she, in her mind, she got to have a life too. So instead of keeping men away from her children, she understands that, some of these guys she's going to have to financially support. So they're going to have to live with her. That's the type of woman this is. This is your Western woman. The black community is filled with women like this who put their children in harm's way. It seems to me that this might be a projection on the part of her towards Doodie Lowe. If something did happen to her son, it wasn't because of him. It could have been one of these other men that she's screwing around with. And she wants to take the blame off them, so she wants to put it on Doodie, which unfortunately this could be the case. This could be a situation of somebody else harmed her son and she wants to project it onto Doodie because they're no longer together. So let's get into this article from Hip Hop DX. Says Lil Durk affiliate Doodie Lowe has reportedly been awarded $11 million after winning his defamation lawsuit against ex-girlfriend Ftm Bay, who has since been arrested for perjury. I love it. I love it. Doodie's name was cleared in a Broward County, Florida court on Tuesday after Bay-born Brittany Elder accused OTF rapper of doing things to her 5-year-old. This was a long, stressful milestone in my life. Throughout the trials and tribulations, I stood tall after all the lies and backlash, he wrote on Instagram while celebrating his lucrative legal victory. Shout out to @Ariel Esquire. My attorney was up sleepless nights answering the phone any time of the night. I love my team. Stop playing with my name. First in history, judge first time being served from a scorned woman who tried to ruin me. Cancel her. Stay blessed. The 11 we holding up is for 11 million. You can see. That's not here, but yeah, that's Doodie and his lawyer. These are the type of things you like to see. This is why I tell men, you got to fight back. Because when you don't fight back against these allegations and these lies, these women are emboldened to continue this behavior. So the fact that he fought back and won is a good thing. In a statement to the Shade Room, Doodie Lowe said he was seeking a maximum $30 million and considers the verdict a victory for falsely accused men everywhere. My ultimate goal is to spread awareness to those innocent of false accusations, especially innocent men who have been accused of things. He said, this issue further highlights the dark side of Me Too. What happens when men are falsely accused? This is Doodie Lowe's red pill moment. Hopefully, Doodie Lowe continues to speak out and do interviews. You know, he needs to be on Vlad. This is the type of person we need on Vlad TV. Instead of people self-snitching, we need people like Doodie Lowe on Vlad TV speaking out against the dangers of these heifers lying on men. Ftm Bay came forward with her horrific allegations in October 2021, claiming Doodie Lowe had done things to her young son 3 months earlier. I can't even say that. Bay shared an audio clip on Instagram of her son crying while telling her the alleged incident. She claimed his injuries were so severe that she had to put him in diapers due to him being unable to control his bowels. Doodie quickly denied the allegations and shared a video showing Bay allegedly grooming her son to accuse him of horrific crime. In the clip, the mother tells the child not to blame the incident on Alex, who is later revealed to be a 3-year-old boy. Doodie also accused his ex-girlfriend of fabricating allegations out of spite after they broke up and harassing him and his family for weeks. In December 2021, the Chicago rapper took things a step further by filing a $5 million lawsuit against Ftm Bay, accusing her of defamation, emotional distress, and perpetual reputational harm that resulted in him losing income and business opportunities. In the suit, Doodie claimed Bay had told him it was a fact Alex, who had inserted the screws in her. He then encouraged her to get the boy checked out at the hospital, but the doctors found nothing wrong with her son during the examination. I told y'all, man, there's probably other stuff going on, and she's projecting that on to Doodie, because Doodie probably was a stand-up guy with her. You know, the women always tend to falsely accuse the men who are actually good to them, you know, and the men who did them the dirtiest, they love and they protect. You know, there's a such thing as protecting abusers, and I think these women do a great job of doing that. Let's see here. More twists and turns unfold in January 2022 when Ftm Bay issued a public apology to Doodie Lowe, revealing her ex-boyfriend had taken a lie detector test and successfully passed. I was never trying to ruin his career or trying to get clout or nothing, she explained in a tearful video. I just believe my son, and I really believe him. I was going to do whatever I could for my son. Well, you need to get your son psychological help. That's what you need to do, Ftm Bay. I was going to slide for my son, however that means, and you know, he dealt with it in his own ways, but finally we came to an understanding and agreed, and he decided to take the test, and he did it. It's done. It's over. He passed the test. Just days later, however, Bay walked back her statements and claimed she was manipulated and threatened to make the stupid ass apology video. I told you, these heifers are never wrong. These heifers are so delusional. They're so weird. Now let's get to what she said here. All right. Now, in an interview exclusively with All Hip Hop, she's giving her side. Okay. Ftm Bay speaks. She says she was set up by OTF Doodie Lowe, his lawyer, and even law enforcement in an effort to stop her from testifying in a case where she accused the rapper of harming her young son. Earlier this week, Brittany Elder, the artist known as Ftm Bay, lost a court case against the father of her child, Doodie Lowe. Doodie, an artist signed to Lil Durk, celebrated a multi-million-dollar jury win over his ex. Some reports state the judgment was for $11 million, but most recent say the number soared to $30 million per his claim to the Shade Room. At press time, All Hip Hop had not independently verified the claims. In a statement, I already read through that. Let's see. But there is another side to this story. Ftm Bay has stepped up to tell it. Her side is quite jarring and a dramatic departure from the headlines that have populated most gossip sites. She maintains that she was essentially set up and she prevented from testifying in her civil case in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She talked to Chuck Jigsaw in a telling incendiary interview that claims Doodie Lowe's lawyer sicked the authorities on her on the day of the trial. It was set up, so I never made it to the building. She says of the warrant she had no knowledge of previously. She was unable to testify because she was in a cell well into the night with no lawyer and no way to contact her family or the judge. She lost the civil case by default. Well, you lost the case because you're a liar, heifer. You're a liar, FTN Bay. You could try to run off the internet all you want to, but we see you. You lost this case because you were a scorned woman who could not help the fact that the dude broke up with you. He's going to get another woman and you were going to be stuck being you. And you couldn't have that because you heifers are obsessed with being with rappers, and you thought that he was going to do better than you. You was like, oh no, you can't just leave. And this is what happened. If something did happen to your son, you're projecting it on the wrong person. The judge still heard the case, apparently unaware Ftm Bay had been arrested. Moreover, she maintains one of the arresting officers was a witness set to testify against her when she was apprehended. There were cameras and media recording the whole affair. Some of the footage was disseminated over social media, most notably Doodie Lowe's victory proclamation. Now Doodie Lowe wants his money, but Ftm Bay has other ideas as she regroups, this time with an attorney and a new strategy. She answers all the questions, including the big one. Why would she lie? Watch the whole conversation in the comments. We don't care. Heifer, where's that money? We want that money. That's what we want. Ftm Bay, we want that money. We don't care about nothing. Get your son some therapy. Get you some therapy. It's clear you're somebody who's dealing with trauma and you haven't gotten over your trauma. And again, we need less heifers like you out here destroying people's reputation and lives just because you're in your fields. Get some help. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.